So these all know how to create a two-dimensional array. The string array I'm creating. Any data type you can create. So it's a integer or a string you can create, and you have to mention the rows count and columns count. Then you get the rows count value with the array name dot length, and you can get the columns count array name of 0 dot length. That means if you find the first row number of columns, it will be same for all the rows. It's not going to be different. That's why array name of 0 I'm using. Array name of 0 means first row, right? First row. That length I'm finding out. This will give you the columns count, and then insert the data, and I'm iterating now. So outer for loop is to represent the rows count. That's why I'm starting inner for loop with I equal to 0, I less than the number of rows, and I plus plus. And inner for loop will represent the columns count. See, so int is j equal to 0. Your inner for loop also starts with a 0 only, and j less than columns count. This columns count you are giving, and j plus plus. Then I want to print each cell address value. This value I need to print. So how I am representing? This is dynamically changing. How you can represent that? The I. So this one represented by I. So that's why I'm writing array name of I, and columns count is represented by j. So that is j. Indexes. I is the row index. J is the column index. Now first see here. So 0 less than. So this is the I is a 0 first. So 0 less than rows count. What is the rows count? 3. So you will get the 3. This is true. So true means what will happen? It will directly jump to inner for loop. So in the inner for loop, first j value is 0. So 0 less than, what is the columns count? 2. So 2. What is the output? True. True means what will happen? It will come here. Lang of 0, I value 0, j value 0. So lang of 0, 0. What is the value? Java will print. So what is that? Lang of 0 and j value 0. So what will print for you? Java will print. Now it will go, where it will go? Inner for loop only. See, still this inner for loop didn't become false. So now j value will update. It will go to update, right? J equal to, so j plus plus means what? J plus 1, right? J plus 1 means currently j value is 0, 0 plus 1. So now you get the how much? 1 you will get. After getting the latest updated j value, where it will go? It will go to condition. This condition. So 1 less than 2. True. Comes inside. So now what is the value you replace? Lang of, so I value how much? Still I value is 0 only. What is the j value currently? 1. So 0, 1 value, it will print in the same row. Because this is the one, right? Same row, print method. This value, first this value will print, next this value will. Now it will go up. So j value will update to already j value 1, no? J plus plus means j plus 1, j value 1, no? Plus 1, no? So it will become 2. So now it will go to condition 2 less than 2. True or false? False. So now it will exit the inner for loop. It will come to here. That means this row over all columns. See? So row is constant, columns only incremented. So this inner for loop is over. It will come here. It will go to next row, and outer for loop I value will update now. Equal to 0 plus 1. So you will get the 1. Now again 1, you got the latest I value 1. Where it will go? It will go to condition place. So 1 less than 3 is true. comes inside. Again, J value is 0 and it will go continue. 0 less than 2, true, comes inside, and here, so next row, so lang of 1 and J value 0 first. So lang of 1 0 means Paul will print. So that I have to write it in next one, but I'll write here itself. Okay? Lang of 1 and a 0, J value 0. Now J value will update now from 0 to 1. So that's what 0 to 1 it updated. Now 1. Now it will check condition 1 less than 2, true, comes inside, and so I value 1, no, J value 1. So it will be, to write that lang of array name of I value 1, J value 1. So that's this will print. Python will print. Now it will go up. J value will update. J value already 1. 1 plus 1, 2 it will become. So again it will go to condition 2 less than 2, false. False means it will come here. It will go to next row and I value will update. So I value already 1. 1 plus 1, it will become 2. It will go to condition 2 less than 3, that is true. Again comes inside a inner for loop. First J value is 0, 0 less than 2, it will take 0 less than 2, that is true. So, and then it will go to this print statement. The condition becomes true. Immediately it will come to the body. So body inside you have print method, array name of I value. I value how much? 2. So it will become array name of 2, I value 2, and J value 0. Again, J value will increment to 1 because J value initially is 0 and then incremented to by 1. So 1 you will get. 1 less than 2, true, comes inside. Again, to array name of I value 2 and J value 1. Right? Next, J value will update to 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 less than 2, false. So it will go exit inner for loop. So it will come to here. Then it will go up. So I value will update. So I value will update. So 2 is done, right? 2 and 1. So this also done. All are printed. Now I value will update. I equal to 2 plus 1. It's a 3. And 3 less than 3 is a false. So false means what will happen? Outer for loop becomes false. So it doesn't come inside. It will exit entire outer for loop also. It will come here. So this is how code will execute for you this inner for loop. Yeah. So just call this method. See how it is going to execute. Static method you can call directly in the same method, same class. So under main method, if it is a parameterized, it's not parameterized method, void without parameters. You can call directly in the main method. So let's execute this. See, you can see here how it is executed. See, tabular format it is executed. Yeah. So that's a two-dimensional array means. Other than that, because we are going to use this in the So the same code you will use in the Excel sheet. When you're reading the data from Excel sheet, you are using this. That's why it is very important. Okay. So any questions before? So moving to the next programs. So we have very another important programs, sorting programs. So we have to do that. That programs we need to write. So we have finished all these programs. Find duplicate numbers. Numbers I have given to you. So I don't know how many of you written this code. So not sure. And yeah, so this is the one we need to write. Let me explain this. Sort array in ascending order. So how can you sort an array in ascending order? So you need to sort an array in ascending order. Ascending order means what? So lowest to max value, right? That's the one. So I'm sorting a given array in ascending order. It can be any type of array you give, but you have to sort it. So system.out.println, before sorting the array in ascending order, arrays dot toString. I'm printing that array. So this number array I'm printing before sorting. Then see that again two for loops here also to sort, because you have to check first element with the second element. If first element is greater than second element, swap them. Right? So that's the logic you need to apply. So int I equal to 0, I less than this array dot length I plus plus. So you have to compare with the second element, right? How can you get a second element? That's why your inner for loop starting position is I plus 1, second element, and j less than num dot length j plus plus. If array of 1 first element, num of I means first element is greater than the second element. So the second element means this one, 0 plus 1. This is the 0 and this is the 1. So greater than is true. First element is greater than second element. You swap. Swapping logic. Yesterday also I used it. Now store the first element in the temporary variable. Then assign the second element to the first element. And so second element you store this temporary variable. That means first element you are storing in the second. This is this value will go and store in this position. This value will go and store in this position. So this is how the swapping logic you can write. Then print the after sorting. So what is the ascending order? Arrays class dot toString method and give the array name. So completely it will swap and you will get the sorting. Before sorting, after sorting also you can see. Just call this method, and you have to give an input for this method is then array. So any array you have to give. See, I'm going to give that array. We have a random array, right? This array I'm going to give. This is the one. So we execute this method. You can see so zigzag array you will get first. See, before sorting array is 45, 68, 93, 62, 3. This is not in the ascending order. First lowest number, right? First it is lowest, then 45, then 62, then 68, 93. So this is the ascending order it is placing. This is the zigzag, but it is arranging the elements in the sorted manner. That's how to sort an array in ascending order. And another thing, you can write a program. This one is sort an array. Sort an array in ascending order. Okay. So you print after that. Same thing you have to write. Sort an array in descending order. That's what you need to do. So descending order means what? Again, you give a number array, same code. Here you put a less than symbol. That's it. Okay. Then it will work. Here wordings you change. Before sorting the array in descending, you print the array. After sorting the array in descending, you change this. Remaining code, everything same. You don't need to touch. Okay. So that's exercise for you. You write it. Yeah. So I'm giving, but you can practice this. Just put a less than symbol. That means first element is less than second element. You swap it. Starting descending order over in descending order. That's quick, and that's why I'm not spending much time. Just we can write quickly. You can pass array as an input. You have to give array, right? So that's a random array. So you already got the random array here, the return type method. That you are just passing input to the method. The array variable you are passing. This is the array variable. Array name, I am passing array name, integer array. So this method accepts the integer array. So that's why I'm giving integer array one. So what type of data you need to pass also you should know very clear. See, this is the ascending order. So this is the one, but I'm starting in the descending order. Descending means bigger to lower. That's what happens here. That's all array programs. So let's go to some interview programs and we can close the complete basic, all the concepts. This is all done. We are done. So nothing pending. So there is a one more ternary operator. I'll tell you this. Ternary operator means, let me give you this. I'll explain the ternary operator. What is ternary operator? So basically you have if else condition, right? If else condition replacement. If else condition means you have to write so many if parenthesis, then brackets, so all this, right? That you can avoid, you can write in a single line. So this ternary operator is the replacement for the if else conditions. See, this is how you can write. I want to find out in given N1 and N2, which is a big one. So I can write like this. This ternary operator returns a value, basically. But if else it doesn't return, right? So int max value equal to the condition you write first. Condition after you will put a question mark here. Then, so which one you want to return? If this is true, the question mark after one will print. It will return colon this N2. This is the else part. So the colon after whatever is there else part. The question mark after whatever is there if block. So in the if else conditions. Same thing we are rewriting here in the ternary operators. This is the ternary operator. Condition, question mark, expression statement 1, colon, statement 2. If this condition is true, the question mark after 1 will execute. If condition is false, the colon after 1 will execute. That's the else part, right? So the same thing you can write, in the if else statement. But this one is, see, everything completes in single line. So that's a ternary operator means, right? Now here the condition. What is the condition? True or false here? True or false?
False, sir.
False. False means where it will go? Colon after 1. So the N2 value it will return. N2 value will return and store here. What is the N2 value?
25.
25. So 25 will print. Suppose if I give this. Now, so what is this condition? Is it true or false?
True.
Then which one will execute? Question mark after 1. N1 value will store here. So both will see, both will export. We'll change the data and we'll see now. Now, max value in this N1 and N2, max value is 25 you need to get. So you will get a 25 here. So that in this variable, it will store, execute this. If else condition you're writing in the single line. That's the concept. Otherwise, you have to write a lot of brackets, all this, right? That you can avoid with this ternary operator. First, what you need to write? Your condition you will write. Then question mark you will put, and what you want to get it. The question mark after you need to, condition is true, what you want to execute, that you write here. So if condition is false, what you want to return, that you write here. So that's the thing. Suppose if I put n value 100, see now what it has to return to you from this output, from this input, you should get 100, right? You should get 100. So see whether you are getting 100 or not. You are getting 100. So this is how this ternary operators means condition, question mark, the true value, what you want to get, that you write, then colon, then you write a else part. This is the if block, this is the else block. Yeah, that's a ternary operator. Very simple, but concise, very single line code you're writing. Instead of writing all thing, you can avoid here with this looping, this ternary operator concept. Next, all interview programs. Let's finish this interview programs. Then we can close for the day. I'm not sure. Today we can close. Anyhow, just at least few programs will finish. So these are the interview programs one by one. First one is, I want to print a Fibonacci series. What is a Fibonacci series? Previous two numbers sum is your next number. That's a Fibonacci series. This is the one. See, 0, 1. This is the two numbers, right? Two number sum is your next number. 0 plus 1 is your next number, right? Then these two numbers sum is this one. And these two numbers sum is your next number. 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 That means previous two numbers sum is your next number. That's the Fibonacci series. And let's see how to print that. So how many you want, that I need to print. See, first you need to declare, first step is declare N1 and N2, previous two numbers. And N3 we need to calculate based on these N1 and N2. So int N1 equal to 0, comma, N2 equal to 1, and N3 I need to calculate. So let's print N1 and N2. System.out print method I'm using. N1 plus N2 I'm printing. Then for loop, because two values are done. That means I need to start with a third number. So that's why the initialization int I equal to 2, I less than this. How many you want? That many I am giving here, and I plus plus. So N3 equal to N1 plus N2 I am giving. So that's how, right? Previous two numbers sum is a third number. That's the next number. This is the next number. So the next number I calculated, sum I did, I stored here. Then I am printing that third number. So I'm giving some space. Again, all see I used a print method only, not println. So third number. Then next time what will happen? Your N2 value will be your N1 and N3 value will be your N2. So then loop will iterate, right? And then it will calculate N2 value and N3 value sum, and it will store in the next number. So like that it will iterate, and all the Fibonacci series will print. Now see, for example, I want 10 Fibonacci series. See, I'm going to run in debug mode. How to run in debug mode? You have to put a toggle breakpoint here. You have to put a toggle breakpoint here. See, toggle breakpoint. This is the toggle breakpoint. Then you can execute the line by line code. See, this method you need to call. How can you call this? This is what type of method is this? What type of method is this? Huh? What type of method is this?
As is modified.
Parameterized.
Static.
What are the types of methods we have?
Non-static methods, sir.
What is the other one?
Static.
Static. In this, what type of method is this?
Non-static methods.
Non-static method.
Non-static.
So this is a non-static method with the parameters. Void with parameters.
Parameters.
So how can you call non-static method in the same class? In the main method?
By creating an object.
Non-static method.
By creating object for?
Object.
Non-static method.
Okay, so I'm showing this program how to run in debug mode. Debug mode means line by line code you can execute, not your Java program. So it will run. You can run in front of you line by line code. How it is executing, you can see output also. Each variable output also you can see. I value you can see, N3 value you can see, what is the N value you can see, N2 value you can see while running the code itself, how it is changing, everything you can see. So let me run this in the debug mode. So what is the first step? You have to put in the toggle breakpoint from which line onwards you want to start. So I'm putting toggle breakpoint here in the 15th line. So I want to start line by line from here onwards. So first I need to create, this is a non-static method. So I need to create object for this class because this method is in this class. So I have to create object for this class. So create object for this class in the main method. That's what I did. Create object, class name, reference variable equal to new class name. So these are all I'll comment out as of now. It's a shortcut, Control Shift /. So all these lines will be commented. This is a multi-line commenting. This is the multi-line commenting. This won't be considered for execution if you put in the multi-line commenting. So now I want to execute this code, this method. So that's why I called 10 numbers I want, 10 Fibonacci series I want to print. So this is a parameterized void method. So object reference dot parameterized method and giving the parameter input to the method. So this, because this is the parameter, so you have to give input for this method. So I'm giving input here while calling the method. So when you can give input to the method while calling the method, you can give input. So now run this, run as debug as, not run as. You have to use debug as. So debug as a Java application. Line by line code I'm executing. You are in the Java perspective now here. I need to move to this debug mode. So switch. It will move to debug mode. You can see now top right side. It moved to highlighting